Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to my January 14th, 2020 Sims 4 news video about the new Sims 4 survey, tiny living livestream coming Friday, and more. To start with, here is an overview of what I'm going to go over in this video. Of course, the new Sims 4 community survey, tiny living livestream this Friday. EA is looking for more community stuff pack input on the forums, as well as timing of the pre-tiny living game update. Earlier today, SimGuru Frost tweeted, "One thing the Sims community loves to be is vocal about their feedback. So I've been working with the dev team and the Sims brand team on creating a new survey that focuses on potential features changes for the future of The Sims 4. So this was a Survey Monkey survey, which I will link to both the tweet and the survey in my description down below. The first page of the survey is essentially just a welcome and the fact that they are looking for our thoughts on potential changes and or features, and it just says their estimate of how long it will take, and I actually counted 10 questions, not 11. So the first question was, overall, how satisfied or dissatisfied are you with the December game update where we fixed a large number of bugs? For this one, I actually struggled a bit because generally I actually like bug fixes. So I would usually say very satisfied, except for that we got a couple of really big bugs with the game update that we still have, which I'm hoping will be fixed in the next game update. So I was sort of between very satisfied and somewhat satisfied, but the somewhat satisfied was not because they fixed a number of large bugs. I like that. It was the fact that they introduced a couple of big bugs. The second one was going on relationships, where there were actually 6 parts to this, which this is the first 3. And 10 was you're very interested in, 1 is not interested at all. And it was asking how interested we were in the various relationship features, like some shared experiences, initiated romance, more relationship types, relationship compatibility, relationship tone, and shared personal history. So they gave obviously more details as to what that would mean or look like, and then asked for our input on those categories. Question 3 was about gameplay. Same scale, 10 very interested, 1 not interested at all. It goes like that throughout this survey, and it had 5 gameplay items suggested or mentioned. 1 was design and run a resort. 2 was own a second home. 3 was to define your Sims lifestyle. 4 was to go on an outing, and 5 was to vacation at a resort. So then they had part 4, which was about snow activities, and then you can see on the list there the list of snow activities that they had indicated and were asking what we were interested in. And I have to say, for me, ice fishing is probably the one I would be most interested in, but that's because I don't like that my Sims can't fish in the wintertime in the cold world. So that was my primary reason for being interested in that. Not really keen on winter activities in general because I don't like winter in real life, but I know this is something that many people are interested in. Part 5 was more. On a scale of 1 to 10, again, where 10 is the highest and 1 is the lowest, in which areas you want to have more content. So this was traits, skills, aspirations, off-lot careers, active careers, home-based careers, lot types, and lot traits. Now, for me, and we didn't have to choose, but the one I'd like the most is to have more home-based careers, because I like my Sims working at home the most, but I would be interested in any of these things, but that was just my number one thing that I was interested in. Moving on, though, to the 6th question of the survey. Turn it up to 11. So which previous expansion packs or game packs would you like to receive a bit of extra polish or additional development? Select up to 3. This one I had a hard time with. I actually chose Get to Work expansion pack just because they've come so far from when they first did their first expansion pack that I think they could probably go back and give it extra polish. The same thing, I love Outdoor Retreat, but perhaps a little bit of extra polish or whatnot on that just because it was their first game pack that came out. Then my third one was hard to pick, and I actually chose Cats and Dogs mainly because my wish that was probably never ever going to happen is that I always wanted to be able to control the pets, and I even want to control them even more after playing with them because they have annoying quirks and whatnot, and they won't go eat their food even though there's food out. Things like that I find frustrating when playing with the cats and dogs, that I would just like to be able to control them so that they would look after themselves when the stuff is there to look after themselves. I highly doubt that if they went back and added some additional development to that they would do that, but that would be my wish, so I chose that one. What improvements would make it easier for you to create the Sims you want? I did put a whole bunch of things for this. Curious what you would like down below. I think one of the things I indicated was actually having more relationships in Create a Sim when you're creating them would be really, really good. And next, popularity contest. Who is your fave? Select up to 3 of your most loved characters or households from The Sims. So for this one, I chose Bella Goth, though I would actually say the Goth family is my favorite as opposed to Bella Goth herself. But, she's iconic, so I had to pick her. And then I selected other because I actually like the Broke family, not just Dustin Broke, the whole family. And I like the Pleasant family from Sims 2. So it's kind of fun that they've added the Pleasant sisters into Discover University. And the Dustin Broke isn't Get Famous, but I like the full family, not just the individual, the kids of the family, or those 3 kids of the family. And then what brands would you like the Sims to collaborate with? I'm not really big on collaborating with brands. It's just not my thing. So if I had to pick one, I picked IKEA, but it's just not something that I'm that interested in, to be quite honest. I prefer not to have brand names in my game and just keep it, Sims, and that's it. And the last question was about general satisfaction. How satisfied or dissatisfied are you overall with The Sims 4? And that was it for that survey. So moving on, yesterday, SimGuru Frost tweeted, join us Friday, January 17th, 11 a.m. Pacific at Twitch TV The Sims for our Sims 4 Tiny Living live stream with host SimGuru Ninja, plus guests. We'll cover the build by catalog, gameplay, new venue type, challenge tiers and rewards, announce contest winners, and new Create a Sim content. And SimGuru Ninja also essentially highlighted it by saying, let's show off Tiny Living this Friday. Join us as we showcase the objects, review gameplay, check out some community builds, and go through CAS in that order. So if you're wondering when that is for you, I have the timing up on the screen for San Francisco, the time zone it's in, plus 3 other time zones. And I will, as always, have a link to this down below. And there will be information that links to where it is in your time zone. SimGuru Ninja tweeted today, so what exactly is important about knitting to you? Is it the relaxing process of moving your hands, sentimental aspect of gift giving, creating wholly unique creations, selling your goods? Other. Head over to the forums and let us know your thoughts. So this is a new forum post in addition to the one I had commented about in a previous video. And for a close-up, this post was by SimGuru Sarah, where she says, we've seen lots of wonderful suggestions on the forums about knitting gameplay. We've decided to make an official thread to gather these ideas in one place to make it easier for our design team to review your suggestions. Being able to knit clothing, toys, and household items is obviously a must, but what else are you looking for with knitting in The Sims 4? Gift giving? Profitable crafting? Funny failures? What kind of interactive knitting gameplay objects would you like to see? Yarn basket, rocking chair, craft table, something else? We've seen teaching other Sims to knit come up a lot. How do you imagine this would work? Are you familiar with our existing mentoring system that lets Sim with high skill levels teach other Sims those skills? Please share with us what is important to you. She added a PS. We have a separate thread for crafted clothing and object suggestions here. Final part of this video is discussing the timing of the expected game update. And now I'm mainly going to be talking about the PC Mac game update that should be preceding Tiny Living. I do know that console is expecting a game update, but I haven't seen anything for them nor for the PC Mac version of the game at the time of recording as to when they are coming. However, in the past, if a pack releases on a Tuesday, game updates for the PC Mac version of the game usually release at 10 a.m. Pacific the Thursday before. So that would be this Thursday, January 16th at 10 a.m. Pacific if they go according to how it's been done in the past. Usually some mods break with pre-pack game updates, so keep that in mind. Hopefully we'll get some bug fixes, especially for the 2 big bugs that came with the December update, i.e. the game speeding up when you have a maid, and also that hygiene doesn't raise if you are showering in a shower tub combo. Hopefully they'll be fixing that. Also, if you're new to updates or need a refresher, I'll link to my tutorial video on how to prepare at the end of this video. If you're interested in when the estimate for the game update is, I have a schedule on the screen for 4 major time zones. And if you'd like to see more details, go to the link down below and see where it is for you if you don't fall in those areas. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about the survey, if you've completed it, how you answered it. I'd love to hear. That's going to be it for this video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!